Think about this for a second. Who actually holds the keys to your happiness? Is it you? Or is it in someone else's pocket? Picture this. Someone throws a nasty comment at you, and boom, you're furious. Someone disrespects you just a little bit, and your whole day is ruined. You know what that means? It means you've unknowingly turned yourself into a puppet. When they pull the strings, you get angry. When they want to hurt you, you feel pain. You have zero control over your own feelings. But the real question is, are you going to live your whole life dancing to someone else's tune? Today, I'm going to tell you a secret so deep that once you get it, no human being on earth, and I mean no one, will ever have the power to ruin your mood again. By the end of this story, you're going to meet a whole new version of yourself, someone whose peace of mind can't be broken by anyone. Let's meet a guy named Ryan. Ryan is a good-looking dude, has a great job, makes good money. On paper, he's set. But Ryan has one major problem. He has zero peace. Ryan is weirdly sensitive. If his Uber driver takes a wrong turn and adds $2 to the fare, Ryan loses it. If his boss points out a tiny typo in an email, Ryan feels like quitting on the spot. Even at home, if his wife makes dinner a little too salty, Ryan feels like his whole life is a failure. Deep down, Ryan knew this anger was destroying him. He couldn't sleep at night. He felt this constant anxiety in his chest. He realized that while trying to burn others with his rage, he was actually turning himself into ash. One day, Ryan heard about an old wise man living off the grid, way out in the hills, away from the city noise. People said this old man had the answers to everything. So, Ryan took a day off and went to find him. When he arrived, the old man was sitting under a huge tree, slowly sipping tea. He looked so calm, like no storm in the world could ever shake him. Ryan walked up and said, "Listen, I'm in trouble. I can't control myself. If someone disrespects me or disagrees with me, my blood boils. I want to scream. I want to fight back. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who suffers. Please, give me some trick, some mantra to get out of this hell." The old man just smiled. He handed Ryan an empty cup. Then, he started pouring hot tea from a kettle. The cup filled up, but the old man didn't stop. He kept pouring. The hot tea overflowed and spilled right onto Ryan's hand. Ryan jumped back and yelled, "What are you doing? Can't you see the cup is full? You just burned my hand." The old man calmly said, "Your mind is exactly like this cup. You are already so full of anger, complaints, and negativity that there is no room left for any advice or peace. You need to empty yourself first. Are you ready for a test?" Ryan looked down and said, "I'm ready." The old man said, "Okay, meet me by the river tomorrow morning. But here's the rule. If anyone insults you or trash talks you, you cannot say a single word. Just for tomorrow." The next morning, Ryan went to the river. The old man was waiting there with a bag full of rotting, smelly garbage. He said, "Ryan, take this bag and walk through the town market to the other side. Just remember, this bag stinks. Flies will buzz around you. People are gonna look at you like you're crazy. But you cannot stop, and you cannot reply to anyone." Ryan hesitated, but he wanted peace, so he agreed. He grabbed the stinky bag and started walking down the street. Exactly what he feared happened. People started laughing. Someone said, "Look at him, dressed like a pro but hauling trash. Must have lost his mind." A shopkeeper actually yelled, "Hey psycho, get away from my store. You're scaring off my customers with that smell." Ryan's face got hot. He wanted to throw the bag and punch that guy in the face. But he remembered the deal. He clenched his teeth, kept his mouth shut, and kept walking. Every step felt like torture. He was burning with shame and rage. Finally, he reached the end of the market. The old man was waiting there. Ryan dropped the bag and gasped, "I can't do this anymore. How can people be so low? I didn't do anything to them, yet they treated me like dirt. I am so mad right now." The old man put a hand on Ryan's shoulder and said, "Calm down, Ryan. Now answer me one simple question." The old man pulled a shiny, expensive pen out of his pocket. He held it out to Ryan and asked, "I want to give you this pen as a gift. Will you take it?" Ryan was surprised. Yeah, sure. It's a nice pen." The old man asked, "Okay, but imagine you didn't take it. Imagine you said, 'No thanks, I don't want it.' Who would the pen belong to then?" Ryan said, "Well, it would still be yours. The old man then pointed at the bag of trash on the ground. I tried to give you this bag of garbage. If you didn't accept it, who would be left holding the trash? Ryan replied, you would, and the smell would be on your hands. The old man looked deep into Ryan's eyes and said, exactly. Anger, insults, hate, these are just like that bag of rotting garbage. The people in town threw insults at you today. But do you know where you messed up? Ryan stared at him, confused. Your mistake, the old man said, was that you mentally accepted those insults. You took their gift and put it in your pocket. When someone insults you, it cannot touch you unless you decide to receive it. If you tell yourself, I do not accept this, then that insult, that anger stays with them, just like the gift you didn't take. And then, they are the ones who burn in that fire, not you. Ryan stood there, frozen. It felt like a massive weight just dropped off his shoulders. He always thought getting angry was his right, a sign of strength. But today he realized, real strength isn't about exploding, it's about ignoring. But the story doesn't end here. The real test happened on Ryan's way home. The bus was super crowded. A guy shoved past him and stepped hard on Ryan's foot. The guy didn't even apologize. Instead, he snapped, watch where you're standing. Do you have eyes? The old Ryan would have turned this into a brawl. His fist clenched, his jaw tightened. But right at that second, he remembered the trash bag. Ryan thought, this guy is trying to hand me a package of rage. Why should I take his garbage? Ryan paused, took a deep breath. He looked at the guy with a calm, chill look and smiled slightly. He said, my bad man, it's really tight in here. Ryan watched the guy's face. The dude was totally confused. He was expecting a fight, but Ryan's cool reaction completely defused him. The guy looked embarrassed and mumbled, no. I mean, actually, I'm sorry too. Rough day. Ryan turned to the window and smiled. That was a victory. Not a victory of beating someone up, but a victory of conquering himself. He realized he had finally taken the remote control back into his own hands. My friend, listening to this, you might be thinking, that sounds easy in a story, but is it possible in real life? I challenge you, it is possible. And you don't need to go to the Himalayas to practice it. Start tomorrow. Hell, start right now. The next time someone throws a shade at you, questions your worth, or tries to belittle you, before you blow up, ask yourself one question. Am I going to accept this bag of trash? If the answer is no, then stay silent. Smile. And tell yourself, keep your gift. My peace is too expensive. Trust me, your silence and your indifference is the biggest punishment for them, because they wanted to break you, and you didn't let them win. Real power isn't about who has the loudest voice, it's about who has the strongest mind. A person who can control their emotions is unstoppable. Do you want to be that powerful person? Or do you want to be a puppet on a string for the rest of your life? The choice is 100% yours. If this story shifted your perspective even a little bit, if you decided today that you're done being a puppet and you're ready to be the owner of your life, then share this with someone you genuinely care about. And hey, here's a little psychological trick. People who want to be mentally strong know how to value good things. If you're really on a mission to change yourself, hit that like button to mark your attendance. And if you want a partner on this journey of self-control, hit subscribe and join the family. Because here, we don't just tell stories. We learn how to rebuild our lives. Stay well and keep your remote control in your own hands. See you in the next video with another life-changing story.